2 years since the murder of whistleblower Babita Deokaran. Family, friends and supporters are paying tribute to her today. Yesterday, her 6 killers pled guilty and received sentences ranging from 6 years to 22. But the mastermind behind the hit is still unknown. Let's speak now to family spokesperson Tony Haripersad. Thank you very much, Tony, for your time here on eNCA. I mean, I know that the question I'm about to ask you is not really, you probably won't know how to answer it, especially because the mastermind hasn't been found. But does it give you some sort of closure as a family that there are people serving time in prison for her murder, at least for now?
Maseka, thank you. Yes, I think, the family, our final thought is, or our desire is that the mastermind must be apprehended. But we welcome the sentencing of the 6 men that were responsible for her murder. However, that does not bring closure to the family, simply because the family, we will not rest until we know who paid for her death and who was the kingpin behind her death.
And I guess as a family, what is, besides the fact that it's only fair to want the mastermind to be found, especially because those who have been sentenced are saying to the court that somebody hired them. But looking at how the Gauteng government has dealt with Babita's death in terms of the suspensions that happened months later, etc., are you happy on that front at all?
No, not really. Not really. The family is really concerned about the fact that the wheels of justice in regard to Babita's case has been turning very, very slowly. And, we are concerned as to whether enough interest is being placed on this case that it desires,
Yeah. And your concern about, the law in terms of hitmen, etc., like the ones that we're seeing on screen at the moment, admitting to court that they were hired by someone, but having the ability by law to, keep mum about who it was that hired them. How do you feel about the law not protecting you all the way to making sure that the ones who are serving time at the moment, or as of yesterday, actually give the name of the person who hired them?
Yeah, you see, that's what's not pleasing in this case, is because they pleaded guilty, they got the sentence, they named a person, and as a family, we feel that the National Prosecuting Authority should delve deeper into the situation and apprehend that person who has been named, and further investigate until we come to the root of this entire murder. And we identify the perpetrator or the kingpin, the mastermind that paid for this. And that person needs also to be punished duly.
Because at the end of the day, this is somebody who wanted to eliminate Babita because she was just about to blow the whistle on the corruption that was happening at Tembisa Hospital. But Tony, her daughter, her only daughter that she was dropping off at school that day, she was, met with a hail of bullets. How is she doing?
Well, this is a very emotional time for her, because this is her metric year. She is busy with her trials exam at this moment. And now to deal with this issue that resurfaces and bring back all the emotions and the hurt and trauma that this child experienced 2 years ago now, on the 23rd of August, it's absolutely unpleasant and unsettling for her as well. But she is a very, very strong child, and she is coping well.
Quite chilling to think of the fact that just a day before, it was exactly 2 years since that murder, there was some sort of justice that did prevail in one of our courts. But Tony, I have to ask you, where to from here? I think at the end of the day, in the name of Babita Deokaran, to make sure that she doesn't die in vain, there's still something that needs to happen, right, in terms of exposing the rot in the Gauteng Health Department.
Well, that's true, Maseko. I think the family is very appreciative of the fact that we have a lot of organizations like OUTA and Active Citizen Movement, the Ahmed Kathrada Foundation, and other Whistleblowers House, all just keeping the flames alive, joining the family, and we, together with all these organizations, we will pursue the National Prosecuting Authority until we are satisfied that they are investigating the matter thoroughly and doing their level best to find the mastermind behind Babita's killing.
All right, family spokesperson of the Deokaran family, Tony Haripersad, thank you very much for your time, sir.